Hello, dear viewers and soap opera enthusiasts. It's us once again, the passionate team behind the TV Days Drama channel, your ultimate destination for all things dramatic, heartfelt, and utterly addictive from the world of daytime television. We're thrilled to be back with you today, diving deep into the whirlwind of emotions, betrayals, and shocking twists that unfolded on Days of Our Lives on this fateful November 21st. If you somehow missed the episode that perhaps life got in the way, or you were caught up in your own real-life drama fanatic, we've got you covered with our detailed recap right here. And for those who crave the visual intensity, make sure to head over to our channel and watch the full recap video, where we break it down scene by scene with clips, commentary, and all the juicy insights you could ever want. Trust us, it's the next best thing to being in Salem yourself. Now let's plunge into the heart of today's episode, where family ties are tested, old wounds are reopened, and the line between love and vengeance blurs in the most electrifying ways. We'll start with one of the most tension-filled storylines that's been brewing like a storm on the horizon, the complicated dynamics involving Sarah Horton, Brady Black, and the precocious yet deeply troubled young Rachel Black. Oh, where do we even begin? Sarah, that resilient and ever-optimistic doctor who's faced more heartache than most could imagine, finds herself grappling with a sudden and terrifying health crisis. But this isn't just any ailment, it's a direct result of little Rachel's meddling. A child whose innocence is laced with a sharp edge of suspicion and resentment. Rachel, you see, has been harboring growing fears that her father, Brady, and Sarah are inching closer to something far beyond mere friendship. The air between Brady and Sarah has been charged with unspoken chemistry for weeks now, ever since they started spending more time together amid the chaos of Salem's endless scandals. Brady, with his brooding good looks and history of turbulent relationships, insists it's all platonic after all. He's still reeling from his past losses, including the devastating end of his marriage to Kristen DiMera. Sarah, too, echoes the sentiment, her focus ostensibly on her medical career and recovering from her own romantic rollercoasters. But Rachel? She's not buying it for a second. This pint-sized detective has taken matters into her own hands, turning to the vast, unforgiving world of the internet to dig up dirt that could shatter the fragile peace. Picture this, Rachel alone in her room at the Black family home, her small fingers flying across the keyboard of her tablet. The glow of the screen illuminates her determined face as she uncovers layer after layer of Salem's sordid history. What she stumbles upon isn't just gossip, it's a bombshell from her own past. There, in stark digital detail, is the infamous baby swap scandal that rocked the town years ago. Sarah, in a moment of desperation and maternal instinct gone awry, had kidnapped Rachel as an infant, swapping her with another child in a plot that involved deceit, heartbreak, and the kind of moral ambiguity that Days of Our Lives does so masterfully. Rachel's eyes widen in horror as she reads the accounts, her young mind struggling to process the betrayal. How could Sarah, this woman who's now inserting herself into her family, have done something so unforgivable? The articles paint a vivid picture, the frantic searches, the tearful reunions, and the lingering scars that time hasn't fully healed. But it doesn't stop there. Rachel's online sleuthing leads her to another crucial detail: Sarah's severe allergy to pistachios. She learns about the infamous scone incident in the town square, a seemingly innocent afternoon that turned nightmarish when Sarah unknowingly ingested the nut. Her throat swelling, her breaths coming in ragged gasps as bystanders rushed to her aid. The reports describe the panic, the EpiPen jabbed desperately into her thigh, and the way Sarah's face turned a ghostly pale as she fought for air. Rachel absorbs it all, her fury building like a tidal wave. This isn't just information, it's ammunition. The drama escalates when Rachel witnesses a moment that confirms her worst suspicions. In a quiet corner of the Horton household, Brady pulls Sarah into a comforting hug. It's meant to be an innocent gesture of support after a long day, but to Rachel's eyes, it's proof of something deeper. The way Brady's arms linger just a second too long, the soft murmur of reassurance he whispers into Sarah's ear, it all screams romance. Rachel's heart races with a mix of anger and fear. Just friends, she thinks bitterly. Yeah, right, doubt creeps in like poison. Does her dad love Sarah? Is he planning to replace her mom, Kristen, with this woman who once stole her away? The questions swirl in her mind, fueling a determination to expose the truth, or perhaps to sabotage it before it can take root. In an attempt to bridge the gap and ease the mounting tension, Brady and Sarah decide to take Rachel up for a family dessert outing at the beloved Brady pub. The pub, with its warm wooden booths, the scent of fresh baked pies wafting from the kitchen, and the familiar chatter of Salem locals, has always been a haven for reconciliation. Brady hopes this will show Rachel that they're all on the same team, that Sarah is just a kind friend helping navigate the complexities of co-parenting. Sarah, ever the optimist, smiles brightly as they settle in, suggesting ice cream sundaes to lighten the mood. What flavor do you want, Rachel? She asks, her voice laced with genuine warmth. But Rachel's mind is elsewhere, plotting with the cold precision of a child scorned. As the desserts arrive, creamy scoops of vanilla and chocolate piled high with whipped cream, and sprinkles, Rachel sees her opportunity. With a sly glance to ensure no one's watching, she sprinkles a handful of crushed pistachios onto Sarah's bowl, disguising them amid the toppings. It's a calculated move born from the online revelations, designed to test or perhaps punish the woman she views as an intruder. The reaction is swift and horrifying. Sarah takes a spoonful, savoring the treat, when suddenly her face contorts in alarm. Her throat tightens, a burning sensation spreading like wildfire. She gasps, clutching at her neck, her eyes bulging in terror as oxygen becomes a precious commodity. "I can't breathe," she wheezes, her voice a strangled whisper. The pub erupts into chaos, patrons leap from their seats. Caroline Brady rushes over with wide-eyed concern, and Brady's face strains of color as he realizes the gravity of the situation. "Sarah, oh God, no," he cries, fumbling for her purse where her EpiPen is stashed. His hands shake violently, adrenaline surging through him as he administers the life-saving injection. But in that moment of panic, his gaze locks onto Rachel, who stands frozen, her expression a mix of guilt and defiance. The pieces click into place, the online research, the hidden resentment in Brady's heart shatters. How could his own daughter orchestrate something so dangerous? This scene is a masterclass in emotional turmoil, Sarah wheezing on the floor, Brady torn between saving her and confronting Rachel, and the young girl realizing the consequences of her actions might be irreversible. Will this incident drive a permanent wedge between them, or could it be the catalyst for healing? Only time and future episodes will tell. Shifting gears to another layer of intrigue in Salem, we turn our attention to the ever-professional doctor, Kayla Brady Johnson. Kayla, with her unwavering dedication to medicine and her sharp instincts honed from years in the high SDA's world of University Hospital, has been riding high on recent successes. She's been vocal in her praise for the new free clinic initiative, a beacon of hope for the underserved in Salem, providing essential care without the burden of cost. And let's not forget the celebratory gala that marked its launch, a glamorous affair, filled with sparkling gowns, heartfelt speeches, and toasts to a brighter future for healthcare in the town. Kayla's pride shines through in every conversation, her eyes lighting up as she recounts the lives already touched by this venture. Yet, beneath the surface of this triumph, a shadow looms in the form of E.J. DiMera. E.J., that suave and scheming powerhouse of the DiMera empire, has always been a master of manipulation, his charming smile hiding a labyrinth of ulterior motives. In today's episode, E.J. takes deliberate steps to stoke Kayla's suspicions, planting seeds of doubt like a gardener tending to weeds. It starts innocently enough, a casual encounter in the hospital corridors, where E.J. inquires about the new wing with feigned interest. But his questions probe deeper. What's the real purpose behind all this expansion, Kayla? Surely there's more to it than meets the eye. His tone is silky, almost seductive. But Kayla's antennae are up. She's no stranger to the DiMera family's history of corporate espionage, blackmail, and shadowy dealings. As she tours the gleaming new facility, state-of-the-art equipment humming softly, pristine labs ready for breakthrough, her mind races. What is EJ really after? Is he funding this for altruistic reasons, or is it a front for something sinister? The tension builds as Kayla pores over documents late into the night, her brow furrowed in concentration. Flashes of past betrayals flicker in her memory, the times EJ has twisted alliances, the lives upended by his ambitions. Could this new wing be a Trojan horse, concealing plots that could endanger the very patients she swore to protect? Kayla's internal conflict is palpable, her commitment to the clinic clashing with her growing unease. Viewers are left on the edge of their seats, wondering if she'll confront EJ directly or play his game to uncover the truth. Delving even deeper into the underbelly of Salem's secrets, we can't ignore the clandestine activities unfolding in a hidden lab tucked away from prying eyes. Here, the enigmatic doctor, Wilhelm Rolfsalem's resident mad scientist with his wild hair, eccentric genius, and a penchant for resurrecting the dead, teams up with the mysterious Mark Green. Their partnership is a recipe for disaster or perhaps groundbreaking chaos, depending on how you look at it. Assigned a strange experiment by shadowy figures, could it be the DiMeras pulling strings again? They've been toiling away in secrecy, beakers bubbling and monitors beeping in the dimly lit space. Today's episode teases progress. Rolf adjusts a complex apparatus, his eyes gleaming with manic excitement as data scrolls across screens. Eureka! We're closer than ever, he exclaims to Mark, who nods solemnly, his own motive shrouded in ambiguity. What is this experiment? Rumors swirl of genetic tampering, mind control serums, or even attempts to cheat death once more. The lab's atmosphere is thick with suspense, flickering fluorescent lights casting eerie shadows, the hum of machinery underscoring the moral quandaries at play. Rolf's history of unethical science looms large. Remember the times he's cloned, brainwashed, and revived characters we thought gone forever? Mark, a relative newcomer, adds a layer of unpredictability. Is he a willing accomplice or a pawn in a larger game? As they inch toward a breakthrough, the implications for Salem are immense. Could this experiment upend lives, resurrect old foes, or create new ones? The drama is deliciously ominous, leaving us craving more details in the episodes to come. Finally, we wrap up today's recap with a poignant visit to Bayview Sanitarium, where young Aaron Green embarks on a mission of hope amid despair. Sophia Choi, trapped in a catatonic trance following a traumatic event, the details of which still haunt viewers from previous arcs, sits motionless in her room, her once vibrant eyes staring blankly into the void. Aaron, her devoted friend and perhaps something more, arrives with a bouquet of wildflowers clutched in his hand, his face etched with worry and determination. Bayview's sterile halls echo with his footsteps as he approaches, the weight of unspoken emotions pressing down. Settling beside her, Aaron begins to talk, his voice a gentle stream of updates designed to pierce the fog of her mind. He speaks of baby Trey Demera, the tiny bundle of joy whose arrival has brought unexpected light to the Demera clan, describing the chubby cheeks, the first kiss, and the family gatherings that revolve around him. Then he delves into adoption updates, sharing news of potential forever homes for orphan children in Salem, his words laced with optimism. Aaron pours out everything on his mind: school gossip, town events, even the latest weather in Salem, anything to spark a reaction. Sophia, remember that time we snuck out to the lake at midnight? You laughed so hard when I fell in, he recalls, his voice cracking with emotion. The camera lingers on her face, searching for the slightest twitch, a blink, a tear, a sign that she's still in there. Will Sophia emerge from her trance? The uncertainty hangs heavy, a cliffhanger that tugs at the heartstrings and promises more emotional depth ahead. Whew! What a rollercoaster of an episode, filled with allergic anaphylaxis, secret labs, suspicious scheming, and tender attempts at connection. Days of Our Lives never fails to deliver the drama we all live for, and today was no exception. From Rachel's vengeful plot that nearly turned deadly to the undercurrents of conspiracy at the hospital, every moment was packed with intensity. If this recap has you itching for more, don't forget to subscribe to our TV Days drama channel for daily updates, exclusive interviews, and behind-the-scenes scoops. Share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think will happen next? Will Rachel face consequences for her actions? Is EJ's plot about to unravel? And can Aaron break through to Sophia? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.